Silver wasn't supposed to beat gold. Yet, in 2025, it shattered expectations and rewrote every rule on the chart. Silver climbed past $60 to $64 an ounce, doubling in value within months and outperforming gold by percentage gains. Analysts quickly labeled it one of the most dramatic precious metals rallies in decades. This story explains why prices reached these levels, what forces truly powered the surge, and whether this marks chaos or a lasting reset. Stay until the end, because this isn't just about price movement. It's about the largest transformation in silver's global role ever recorded. For years, silver struggled below $50 with little excitement or momentum. Then suddenly, it broke through 60 and refused to slow down. By late 2025, spot silver surged beyond $64, erasing historical resistance levels. Behind the scenes, a structural supply deficit had quietly persisted for 5 straight years. Annual silver demand exceeded mined and recycled supply every single year. Stockpiles on major exchanges like COMEX and the London Metal Exchange shrank quarter after quarter. When inventories thin, shortages emerge even when futures markets appear liquid. Silver didn't rise because investors wanted it. It rose because there simply wasn't enough metal available. The next question is critical. Was this rally driven by speculation, or was something deeper unfolding? Gold is mainly an investment asset, but silver is both industrial and financial. Today, more than half of global silver demand comes from industry, not coins or jewelry. Solar panels rely on silver for photovoltaic efficiency. Electric vehicles depend on silver for wiring, conductivity, and battery systems. Data centers and AI hardware require silver for unmatched electrical and thermal performance. Even as engineers reduce silver per unit, total usage keeps rising through mass adoption. Silver has quietly become essential to renewable energy, electrification, and global computing. This is no longer a niche metal. It is now a backbone resource for modern infrastructure. Ironically, higher prices don't automatically increase silver supply. Around 70 to 80% of silver production comes as a byproduct of other metals. That means silver output only grows when primary metals justify expansion. Dedicated silver mines take years or decades to permit and develop. With rigid supply and soaring demand, imbalance became unavoidable. Inventories drained faster, and physical premiums surged worldwide. When producers can't expand output quickly, prices don't rise gradually. They leap violently. At the same time, global monetary conditions shifted. Precious metals shine when interest rates fall and currencies weaken. Late 2025 brought expectations of multiple Federal Reserve rate cuts. The dollar softened as borrowing costs eased. In uncertain environments, real assets gain appeal. Silver became both an industrial necessity and a hedge asset simultaneously. That dual role magnified its price response. Few forecasts accounted for this combined effect. Investor behavior then accelerated everything. Silver-backed ETFs saw sharp inflows of physical demand. Retail buying surged across Asia and North America. In India, silver futures reached record highs and shocked bullion markets. Trading volumes on COMEX and Shanghai exploded to multi-year highs. Speculators and hedge funds poured capital into the rally. This financial demand didn't replace industrial usage. Another underestimated driver emerged from artificial intelligence. Every AI model depends on vast data centers and computing clusters. Those facilities require silver-heavy electrical systems and cooling infrastructure. Each new data center consumes power comparable to a small city. Silver is embedded in circuit boards, connectors, switches, and power systems. It also helps prevent overheating in high-performance hardware. Hyperscale data centers are among the fastest-growing infrastructures on Earth. Their capacity doubles every few years as AI adoption accelerates. Semiconductor fabrication also relies on silver for precision wiring. Silver has quietly become an essential AI metal. As computing expands, pressure on silver supply intensifies. Meanwhile, physical inventories continued disappearing. COMEX and London Metal Exchange stockpiles dropped to decade lows. Registered silver available for delivery kept shrinking. Industrial users, refiners, and investors pulled metal out relentlessly. This directly impacts how silver is priced globally. Futures contracts represent real metal stored somewhere. When fewer ounces exist, more claims fight for the same supply. That tension drives physical premiums higher than spot prices. Manufacturers now compete with ETFs and hedge funds for supply. Paper claims increasingly outnumber warehouse metal. That silent squeeze explains why this rally feels different. Now, the biggest question remains. Is this a bubble or a structural transformation? Silver is historically volatile and prone to sharp pullbacks. A stronger dollar or delayed rate cuts could cool momentum. Yet others argue conditions are fundamentally different this time. The world is entering a decade of electrification and automation. All of it depends on silver. The metal was underpriced, undermined, and understocked for years. Even if speculation fades, demand may continue climbing. Forecasts range from consolidation to $80 or even $100. One signal stands out above all others. The gold-silver ratio compressed sharply during the rally. That typically occurs when silver outperforms due to industrial strength. It suggests silver is acting as a driver, not a follower. Silver's 2025 surge reflects for unstoppable forces. Explosive industrial demand from solar, EVs, and AI. A global supply deficit lasting half a decade. Macroeconomic conditions favoring real assets. And investor flows amplifying scarcity across the system. This is not a temporary spike. It is a full repricing of silver's global role. The metal that once lived in gold's shadow may never return there. Silver is no longer just gold's cheaper cousin. It is becoming indispensable. If this breakdown changed how you see silver, don't stop here. Like the video so the algorithm knows you want deeper market truths. Subscribe for more stories where charts, geopolitics, and supply collide. Comment whether you see consolidation ahead or another historic move higher. Share this with anyone still underestimating silver. Because this market is rewriting the narrative in real time, and the next chapter may arrive sooner than anyone expects.